How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. My name is Mike.
And my name is the luchador, Jonathan.
What the
Jonathan is in the town.
Jonathan is in the town.
And luchador John.
I don't know.
Luchador John.
Luchador John. Anyways, another week, another podcast. Today is Wednesday here for YouTube livers. And if you're listening on the podcast, well, today is Thursday for you. So, congratulations. You're a day ahead of us.
It is. You're in China.
You're in China. That's China. What we do, dude. You were asking me today when we got here, like, hey, so does this go out live on Apple Podcasts? I was like, no, it does not go live on Apple Podcasts. I don't think you can go live on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, it's because the boo-boo asked. Because she wanted to listen, but
okay.
She wanted to do stuff on her phone as well.
No. It's one or the
other. Ask Alexa.
You're either listening to us, which, I mean, it should overtake everything else that you can do on your phone. You know, or you're doing something else on your phone. But anyways, Jesus, I didn't fix my microphone from last week, remember?
Bro, you need to fix it.
Dude, I messed up. I didn't fix it. Oh, what the hell's going on? How come it's, like, doing that now? So it looks like we're having trouble on what is it?
The stream?
On the YouTube? Stream? Yeah, on YouTube. But, I don't know. It looks like it's fine here, but the stream, for some reason, looks like it's weird. So, I don't know what's going on with the stream. Let me actually, you know what? I guess I can check.
Who's watching?
I don't know. I can't see who's watching.
I said two viewers.
Well, that's the thing. What I did was I upgraded our internet because, I mean, regardless, we still have to kind of keep going because we have a the podcast on the to keep recording. I got super confused about that. Well, no, you know what? My thing is good here.
So it's just on our side?
It's just on our side. I don't know what, but I'm looking at...
It's just messing with us.
Yeah, it's just messing with us. Because I'm looking at us live right now, and it looks fine. This is... I don't know why this thing's crapping out, but everything looks fine. Oh, well, anyways, my story was... I upgraded internet this weekend. I didn't think I finished telling you this story.
No.
I upgraded internet this weekend because... so my plan here with Cox, in my promotion, it ran out. So my bill went up.
Oh,
and then I was like, all right, sweet. So then, you know what? Let me call back and let me see if I can get another deal, whatever, right? So then I called and they're like, yeah, we have this deal, blah, blah. And then so it was faster internet, faster upload speed. So I was like, cool, I'm going to start streaming in 1080 because if it's a faster upload speed, I can probably stream in 1080 instead of doing 720. So that was the whole case. I changed that whole thing and I was like, it should work. And it looks like it is working because I'm watching us live right now. I don't know if you can see.
Oh, I see. I look pretty sexy.
Yeah. But here looks kind of weirded out, on my screen here. But whatever. Everything looks like it's fine. So people of YouTube, everything's going to be okay. It took us 3 minutes to talk about that.
About Cox. I have Cox too, but the internet I have sucks. But I didn't get to choose. Anyway.
You didn't get to oh, yeah, that's right. Anyways, yeah, welcome to another podcast. It was a weirded long introduction. Again, dude, for the third straight week, I feel very, very unprepared.
You got the mic.
I have to hold on to the microphone because I forgot to fix the mic. I forgot to fix it again for the second straight week. But anyways, yeah, man. So I guess we'll start off straight up with some news about here. Let me see. Let me remove. Well, I guess I don't want to remove that. AEW Double or Nothing. Well, today tickets went on sale for the general public.
Yeah.
I completely forgot because I was at work, and immediately when I remembered, it was because they were supposed to go on sale around 9 a.m. for us.
Yeah.
And when I remembered at 9:30, bro, I was like, oh shoot, Double or Nothing tickets. So then I go on Twitter. I was like, man, why should it be sold out? So I go on Twitter just so I can just check. I was already hearing that it was already sold out. So then I went to the ticket place. It was already sold out.
I saw Jericho's thing and said it was sold out.
Yeah, so I was like, whatever. It is what it is. But yeah, Double or Nothing apparently sold out, and then some douchebags on StubHub are probably gonna oversell those tickets too.
Yeah, and man, I don't know. I didn't think they were gonna sell out that quick because
sold out in 4 minutes. So the pre-sales sold out in about 20 minutes or something like that. I don't know what the numbers were. Let me see pre-sales.
Everybody's trying to see Jericho and Omega.
Yeah, that's gonna be a great match. Yeah, I can't tell what the pre-sale was on Monday. The pre-sale apparently on Monday also sold pretty quickly, 20 minutes or something, some tops I would say. And then today, the general audience got to get the rest of the tickets.
This is gonna be at the MGM Grand.
It's at the MGM Grand, yeah. So that's I guess. Well, the way they put it, you know, they put like almost any wrestling show where you kind of have that back blocked out for the entranceway.
Oh, so yeah. So how many people would it be? Maybe like 10?
I'm gonna say 13.
13?
Yeah, I'm gonna say 13.
That's not bad.
No,
that's a lot of people.
Anywhere from 12 to 13. No, now you broke my thing. No, you didn't break it. It's just weird. Yeah, I'm gonna say anywhere from 10 to 13.
That's
somewhere around there.
Man, for it to sell out that quick, there's that many fans out here.
Yeah, I don't think it's just fans out here. I think
lot
it's
of people
fans that are just driving from California, Arizona, it's just everywhere. But yeah, man, I mean, we didn't get to get our tickets. What the hell?
I completely forgot about it. I'm not gonna lie. I just saw Jericho's thing. It's like, oh, the tickets went on sale today. Yeah. So I completely forgot about that. But you never know. Maybe we can pick something up on StubHub, or some people will be selling it outside the
If they're selling it for a reasonable price, yes, I will pick one up on StubHub. But I think that's the problem. I don't know, man. I just, you know, I was on Twitter, and a lot of people were really pissed off of people. There's this one guy. Somebody retweeted that I follow, and there's this one guy that was like saying, hey, you know what? I bought 4 tickets. I don't plan on going to the show. He was selling them for almost triple the cost. And I was like, that's a douche move.
Yeah, a lot of people do that to resell.
That's a douche move.
A lot of people do that just to resell. A lot of people do buy a bunch of them and put them on StubHub so you can make some type of money on it. And that sucks for us because these people are just there to make some type of money off of the tickets. But I don't know, man. If they, like you said, if they are at a reasonable price, I'm down to go. Yeah, they're reasonable price.
I'm down to go as well. But yeah, man, or else we're gonna have to watch on TV, dude. What the hell?
What, you don't even know what?
Yeah, it's gonna be on pay-per-view or something. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah, or on YouTube Live or something.
I'm sure they've been doing stuff on Facebook and stuff like that, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna be something like that.
Something.
But other than that, what other news do we have? I know we didn't really have a lot, other than you did tell me something about Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, about Ambrose. Apparently, WWE's gonna try one more time to sign him. They're gonna go at it one more time to give him maybe something that he wants. It's obviously not the money. Apparently, the word going around is that it is absolutely, positively no money involved with Ambrose. He doesn't care about it.
Maybe they're gonna try to give him more.
He doesn't
liberty.
care about it in a you know what I mean.
Maybe he's gonna try to offer him something that maybe he can be more in charge of his character.
That would be, you know what, and I think we've talked about this before a couple of weeks ago. That would be something that WWE should start looking into. I understand that they can't give him complete creative control over his character because you have writers and you're hiring people. But having more of an input, especially some of these higher main eventers, you know, Ambrose was considered a main eventer. Having guys like him and you know, Rollins when Roman gets back, you know,
I mean, they let it do it like
Brian,
like Cena.
Yeah, like Cena.
Cena can do almost whatever he wants. You know what I mean? But I know he's Cena, but I'm just saying, giving him a little more liberty like they do to him.
You know, and I think that's what, you know, these WWE guys is happening, where they're making all this money and they're going to live in places that are not expensive to live in. You got people living in, you know, Ambrose lives here in Vegas. It is cheap to live here in Vegas with no state tax. So I mean, even that, like, it's really cheap to live here. A lot of people live in Florida. If I'm not mistaken, Florida also has no state tax. You know what I mean? So there's like places there are cheap places to live in that many are living. You know, I think The Miz, I remember I saw an episode of Miz and Mrs. Yeah, I did. And it was like a couple of weeks ago or something like that he was moving to Texas. You know, from California to Texas. I guess he moved to Austin, Texas or something like that.
Oh, Austin, Texas is like here in Vegas.
Exactly. I was about to say. Austin, Texas, or Texas, again, no state tax. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's these guys don't really need the money, per se. So, it's like WWE could be throwing all this cash at them, but they're going to be like, at the end of the day, they're going to be like, that's not really it. I made my money here. I saved some money. I made investments. It's not about the money. It's about, you know, having days off because WWE overworks them and being more creative. I think those are the two biggest things that are affecting, you know, some of the wrestlers right now that are, you know, thinking about leaving.
Yeah, and they know who they are and they know what they're worth. So, you know, at least when it comes to character wise and everything. But like, you know, we did predict that he might end up going to AEW. Yeah. Now that the WWE is going to try to offer him something, I'm sure they're going to try to offer him a little more power over his character, and maybe he can do other. Yeah,
if you were to go there, yeah. But I think if you were to stay in WWE, it's where WWE's going to have to start looking into kind of those things. You know what I mean? Where you want to maybe give give some of those superstars, like an AJ, like a Bryan, Ambrose, Rollins, some of those higher tier guys, a little bit more of a leeway or a little bit more of a say as to where they should take their characters. It's going on to Raw. I guess he broke script a little bit where he had to say more to Rollins. He just had to slay the beast, and that was it. Things like that, giving him permission to kind of go out there and just get the idea across, but not being too tied down.
That was cool. Yeah, it was simple, and that was it. But I get it. I wouldn't be surprised if he does go to AEW or any other. Like we've talked about this before. Yeah, but it would be cool if he does stay, and WWE does give him a little more, like we said, a little more power over that. Of what he wants to do. Yeah, in certain things, but. We'll end up seeing in April. Was it April where he's done?
Yeah, April's when
we'll see in April when he's done with this contract what he ends up doing.
Yeah, I guess so. Also, actually, you know what? I forgot that we're also going to talk about today our Elimination Chamber predictions, bro. I didn't even pull that up. But speaking of somebody maybe staying with WWE like Ambrose to another person leaving, which is probably going to be Kurt Angle. So apparently there's a word going around that Kurt Angle is definitely on his way out, and it's probably going to happen around WrestleMania. This WrestleMania is going to probably be his last match. Word going around says he's in rough shape. So they're going to probably give him a little retirement match at WrestleMania. Okay. And that's about it because, he's apparently he's in really rough shape.
Yeah, I think it's time to hang the boots. He did try to do a comeback, but he doesn't even look like I'm not saying enjoying himself, but he does look in pain, believe it or not. Yeah, he does. Even the way have you seen the way he stands? I've always told you the way he stands. Well, I mean, a little bit.
I think I told you the word going around, or I guess some of the things that I was reading was that he has trouble getting out of his car. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, it just kind of goes to show that it goes to tell you how much of a rough shape he is. So, yeah, man. I mean, and you could already tell that Angle is kind of on his way out.
Yeah, I think he is. And I think it's time. I think he's about to hit 50. And, this sport, this entertainment does take a toll on your body. Like, these dudes are literally wrestling almost every single day. Yeah. And I understand you hit a certain age, your body starts giving out. Yeah. So, he was a great wrestler. He still is, but you can tell that it's time to hang up the boots. So we'll see what the WWE has in store for him in WrestleMania.
Yeah, I guess we'll see what it has in store for him. Let me see what other news do we have besides the Kurt Angle thing. No, that's about it, man. I guess we'll do it. We'll go with Raw, and what happened. Why the hell are you dancing? Jesus. Anyways, we'll go ahead and start with Raw and what happened with Raw. So we have the show opens up with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon announcing that Becky Lynch has seen her doctor and confirmed. And her doctors have conferred with the WWE's doctors, meaning that the WrestleMania match with Ronda Rousey is on if, and Becky Lynch's suspension is lifted if Becky apologizes at the end of the show, or at least she has until the end of the show to apologize. That's the storyline, apparently. What do you think about what they're doing with this?
I think it's just, this is just all setting up for, as we saw later on in the evening. I just want to know what I want to know is what do you think about the whole doctor thingy? Because it to me it seems like it led nowhere. Yeah, I think we did talk about this last week. It's really, I don't see the point where they can just literally just go straight to the point of what was gonna happen. Like we said, nothing was really wrong with her. You know what I mean? So I really don't see the point of Triple H being involved or Stephanie at all. I don't know if this is just to fill the segment. Well, you're right. We've talked about this before where it seems that every time something hot starts to happen, it's Stephanie. The McMahons just straight come in and insert themselves into the storyline. Kind of in a way like taking the credit.
Right. Like I've said, like I think I mentioned it before where I saw a tweet that it just cracked me the hell out. And I was like, oh, here comes Stephanie McMahon, the creator of women. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because they keep... they make her like Stephanie McMahon's like she's the one to create the women's revolution and all that stuff, and they make it seem like it's all Stephanie. So that's why I just thought that tweet was hilarious. But it does make it seem like that. Because
of course
they're always inserting her. or Triple H or blah.
Yeah, like
blah,
there's
blah.
really no point. Kind of like one of the announcers was saying about how she earned her way to be there. So there's really technically should not be, oh, you need to say sorry. No, she already won the match. That's how it's supposed to be. But of course, there's something has to. I don't know. I kind of see it pointless in a way.
I mean, the idea is for them to build Becky as having sort of a conflict to rise above. Yeah. And I understand that part, but I'm just saying just the doctor part, like the way, okay, in a way it's like, all right, we just kind of threw away that whole doctor part away.
Yeah, it's over.
It's over. And I was like, well, wait a second. You've been playing with this for the last 2 weeks, and that's it. That part is over now. Now it's the apologizing
I guess
part.
Because they just gave her an ultimatum, and it's like, you either do it or you don't wrestle. So
I just felt like that was lazy story.
Yeah, it was just... Yeah.
Whatever. Well, anyways, we'll get to what happens towards the end of Raw in a little bit. But Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka defeat Bayley, Sasha Banks, and Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. So this was to determine which team will start the Elimination Chamber match. So, so then since Bayley and Sasha Banks were pinned, I guess Bayley was pinned. Sasha Banks was still injured, or I guess they're going with that storyline. Yeah. I guess she was injured. But apparently she's cleared now to go for Elimination Chamber. So I don't know what's going on with the Sasha injury angle, to be honest with you. I don't know if it's legit or if it's, fake or whatever. But apparently Bayley and Sasha Banks will start the match.
Oh, yeah, I did see the little chart that they did.
3D render thing?
That was cool.
That was cool. Yeah, I liked it too.
It's with Sarah Logan and...
Liv Morgan,
right? They both start?
No. So then they're gonna start with somebody from SmackDown. We'll get to our SmackDown results in a little bit. But yeah, so it's Bayley and Raw. Bayley and Sasha from Raw are starting against another team from SmackDown.
Okay.
Where am I? Oh yeah. Anyways, yeah, the match. Yeah, Nia Jax and Tamina able to pin Bayley. Where are we at now? Oh yeah, so Elias was interrupted a lot of times.
Even by the commercials.
By everything.
It was weird because he said he did the strum like 3 times.
Yeah. Interrupted by Becky, interrupted by, like you said, commercials or something like that.
And then you got Kalisto and your boys.
I think he was he interrupted by that Kevin Owens little video?
I think no. It was in the beginning. Right? And then they played it. And then he came out and he's like, "Hello, I'm Elias." And then the Lucha House Party comes through. Let's. Oh no! He wasn't interrupted because now I'm looking at it. Was it right after?
No, it's a little bit more down towards the. We'll talk about it when we get there. But I want to talk about that. But yeah, anyways, Kalisto gets smashed in the guitar by Elias. Really, I didn't like the segment. It was whatever.
I feel like. I don't know. I feel like I don't know what they're doing with either group. Like with the house party. Does. The house party's everywhere. And then Elias, he was beefing with Jeff Jarrett, and then that's it. And then the Road Dogg sang, and now they're messing around with the luchadors. Like I really don't know what's going on.
Hey, I'm the last one. I have no idea what the hell's going on.
I really didn't. I thought they were gonna. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they were gonna do some rancheras or something.
That would have been cool, actually. Pull out some chente or something.
I thought that they were gonna do some sort of rancheras or something, some type of Mexican music. Like he was gonna be able to play the guitar, or something. But no, that was it.
Thought too, some duet or something.
That was it.
Insane. Finn Balor defeats Drew McIntyre by disqualification when Bobby Lashley interferes. Then Kurt Angle made the save, which brought out Baron Corbin, and then eventually Braun Strowman, and it turned into a big old six-man tag
team match.
So we saw the good guys winning. Finn Balor, Kurt Angle, and Braun Strowman. They defeated Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley, and Baron Corbin after Lashley pinned... wait. What the hell? Lashley pinned Balor, but Balor had his foot. Oh yeah, that's right.
He had his foot on the thing, so they had to restart the whole match because one of the referees came out and said, "No, his foot was on the thing." Blah. Yeah, why don't you guys do that with all the other matches?
That's right, huh?
They've only been doing it when Strowman's there or something. They want to follow the rules.
Oh jeez.
Because you remember last week? That's what happened. Was it with Strowman?
I don't remember.
It was something happened. Oh.
These referees are inconsistent.
He got disqualified because he came in while his partner was already in.
Oh, that's right. That was so stupid.
I'm like, I remember we talked about it. I was like, they do this all the time. So now they're doing this foot thing.
That last week disqualification was so stupid. I forgot about that.
Favoritism.
Yeah. So, anyways, the good guys do end up winning. Balor was able to win when he hit the coup de grace on Lashley. Then we get the Kevin Owens little selfie video, whatever the hell it was.
Weird. Did you see he looks like he's lost some weight.
He lost some weight.
His belly's not there. He's still a little bigger, but his belly, that big belly, you saw the belly that came over the shirt. It didn't look like he was there. He's lost some weight.
Yeah, that's good. And he's got more tattoos. And I think he's coming back as a babyface.
It looked like it.
Yeah.
It looked like it. So
he's coming back as a babyface.
I don't know if he's going to come into Raw, though.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's going to come into Raw. But
I'm excited for Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is a good wrestler, and I want to see what he's capable of coming back, of being, having everything done to him. And it looks like he's lost some weight. I don't know. You never know. Maybe he can be more agile. Even though he had his weight, he was quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You never know what else it can do if you shed a few pounds. So
yeah, that's true. Then we get Ronda Rousey backstage, tells Becky Lynch to man up and apologize, or she's going to admit that she is a coward. So so we get these segments in the backstage where everyone's coming to Becky
and all them people,
and convincing her to apologize, convincing her not to apologize, and just telling her whatever. So it's pretty much of a Becky Lynch Raw. If it
the
starts
whole
from
Raw
the beginning
was just
and it
Becky
ends with
Lynch.
her.
I think every other segment was Becky.
Pretty close, yeah. Then we get Ruby Riott defeats Nikki Cross.
Decent match.
Yeah, decent match. Then we get Seth Rollins, who cuts a promo about taking 6 F5s from Brock Lesnar, but still standing. Paul Heyman interrupts and teases Lesnar appearing, but he wasn't there. Rollins then says he'll make the deal with the devil and burn in hell if he means Lesnar doesn't leave WrestleMania. Hold up. Rollins says he'll make a deal with the devil and burn in hell if it means Lesnar doesn't leave WrestleMania as Universal Champion. Yeah. And please make, do it. Cause
if you want to do that,
it's up to you, Rollins. But I agree. I do not want him as champion anymore. I'm tired.
I really hope he does win, but I don't know. I actually just read on Google, because I get these notifications or whatever that said that he's scheduled to appear like 3 more times before WrestleMania. Okay. So I don't know. We'll see. I really don't know, because I don't even think he's gonna.
Look at what your girlfriend.
Nick.
Is she gonna distract us again? Jeez. What were we doing?
Talking about Lesnar.
That's right, Lesnar.
We'll talk about that later, anyways. But he did say that, and isn't that when Dean Ambrose comes out, right?
Oh, that's right. So Dean Ambrose comes out, randomly shows up, and then tells Rollins to that he hopes that he slays the beast.
And that's it.
And that's it. Yeah, that was it. And it was good. It was good.
It
nice
was like
short.
A smirk. He sat down because I guess he was gonna wrestle against EC. I think it was next EC3, right?
Yeah.
And that was really it.
You know what? So,
I think they're gonna make up before he leaves.
I think so too.
If he does
leaves,
leave,
they have to.
He's gonna make up. I think this was the whole point of that. Kind of like, you know what, bro, just do what you need to do.
But let's be honest, they botched the whole heel turn for Ambrose since the beginning. They messed it up.
Yeah,
they messed it up. Now they don't know what they're doing, and now they don't know if he's staying, so they don't want to really put all their eggs in his basket. They don't know what's going on. But from the beginning, they messed up his heel turn. They messed it up big time.
That's true. Well, we'll see what ends up happening with this whole contract situation. But that segment was it was just simple and kind of like people got the point. Yeah. But that was really it.
Dean Ambrose defeats EC3 with a roll up, and yeah, man.
There's probably gonna be another match.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. This match was boring though.
I didn't watch it.
Okay, yeah, you didn't miss much. It was pretty boring. To me, it looked like Ambrose was just kind of mailing it in. To be honest with you. I think he got to a point where he's like, I don't give a damn. So it looked like he was just mailing it in. He can do better than that. And EC3 could do better than that too. I just didn't enjoy the match.
I'm sure Ambrose was probably leading and EC3 was just going with him. So that's probably why the match wasn't that great.
Yeah, I didn't enjoy it, to be honest with you.
You're as good as the other person.
Yeah, it just looked like it was just mailed in. You know, we could have probably done a better match, bro.
Probably.
With your luchador mask.
Luchador mask against hair. Oh no.
Yeah, hair versus mask match, bro. Hair versus mask. Oh, so we get, which is a fantastic match actually, with the Raw Tag Team Championship match. We saw the Revival defeat Bobby Lashley, Bobby Roode and Chad Gable to become the new Raw Tag Team Champions. Great match. Really,
really, really, really, really good match. Shout out to the Revival. Well deserved. When they won it, I was like, well deserved that they got him. It was a pretty decent long match, right?
Yeah, they gave him. I don't know how much time they gave them.
No, but it was a good match. It was a good match, and it's funny. I was reading the comments on the WWE put. It's about damn time.
Yeah, they did.
The WWE put that, right?
Yeah.
And the comments were like, they were about to go to AEW. Y'all had to do something. Exactly. Like, finally, you guys gave it to them because they were about to leave the company.
They're about to leave.
Yeah,
man.
it's true. It's like the only reason that you guys gave it to them is because they asked for the release.
Yeah.
He's like,
and it's a shame.
They deserved it. They deserved it a long time ago. I really hope they do keep them for a while. I'm sure they're gonna probably wrestle again or whatnot. But we'll see. They gave them the titles. They can at least have that on their, their arsenal that they've made them.
Tag team wise, the Revival is up there as being at least top 3 in the WWE right now.
Yeah.
In the WWE. I mean, I know I'm a Uso fan, so I like the Usos as well. They're a great tag team. I know New Day can do good. I like the Bar as a tag team. The Revival is fantastic. And, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are great. And I think other than that, I can't really think of any other WWE tag teams that I enjoy. But the Revival was about damn time.
It is.
And actually, most of those tag teams that I mentioned, all those tag teams that I mentioned are on SmackDown. Literally, the Revival is the best tag team on Raw. By far.
Raw doesn't really have a tag team division. I was liking Rude and Gable, but I think I like Gable more. I enjoyed watching Gable wrestle.
Okay.
And I know they were barely pairing up and doing their thing or whatnot, but they can't beat the best tag team champions.
Yeah.
The best.
The Miz. I thought you were...
And Shane McMahon. The best tag team in the world. That's it for us today, guys. We'll set you. But no. The Revival, we've been saying it for I don't know how many months, that they deserve they deserve the titles, and they gave them the titles. Now I just hope that they do keep them for a while. I think they deserve it, and I don't think there's really anybody better than them on Raw right now.
No, on Raw, no, not even close.
There's nobody that's as good as them right now. So, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure there's going to be another match against Gable and Rude.
Yeah.
So we'll see what ends up happening. Congratulations to their Revival.
But it's about damn time.
For
damn sure. Then we get our last segment of the night, which is Becky Lynch to apologize. So we have a couple of things I want to talk about, and I want to bring up and see how you feel about this too. So Becky Lynch has to apologize, and she ends up apologizing. So she ends up apologizing to Stephanie and Triple H. Now, first of all, I guess what I wanted to ask is, how do you feel about her apologizing? Because a lot of people were pissed off. They're like, oh, well, Stone Cold wouldn't have apologized.
I read a lot of things about this, about the whole Stone Cold, and people were like, don't be comparing this trash to Stone Cold Steve Austin. You can't compare.
No,
you can't. The eras are different. I think we have talked about this. We've actually did touch the subject about the whole Stone Cold or kind of like the Rock type situation. But like, she had to do it. Like everything was just pointing to that. You know what I mean? Like they literally gave her an ultimatum of either you do it or not. You don't wrestle. So it's like, in any given situation, if that's what you want and that's literally the only thing you have to do, you just do it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know that it's all scripted and all this stuff, but if you really look at it, there's really not much else that she could have done. Yeah. Technically, is other than apologizing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Because she's all rough and I don't care if this and this and that, but at the end of the day, they kind of own her.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I to tell you the truth, I was like, whatever, just do what you need to.
I guess I brought that up because there was a lot of people on Twitter that were pissed off. Like you said, there was a lot of people were saying, well, that's not very Stone Cold of her to do.
I read a lot about Stone Cold.
And I'm like, well, first of all, who the hell said that Becky Lynch is Stone Cold? I don't know how that got around. I don't know how people started comparing them, but I guess the attitude or whatever. But let's be honest, even CM Punk had a little attitude like that. CM, you know what I mean? And yes, and I remember they did start to compare him to Stone Cold. Every time somebody shows a little attitude, they start comparing them to Stone Cold, which I think is very, very bad to do. Because CM Punk was not Stone Cold. Becky Lynch is not Stone Cold. Their characters are not alike.
And they're in different eras. They're in different eras. Like, there's a big difference of what you could have done in the 90s than what you can do now. The difference between what you can say, what you can do is different from now. A lot of people take things differently now, and from what they did in the past. Austin was
stunning women left and right.
Yeah, and it was cool.
Fly in today's world.
Yeah, he's stunning women, literally supposedly punching them against the CEO, throwing beer everywhere, drinking. You know what I mean? That, believe it or not, that would not fly right now.
That would not fly right now. Absolutely not.
You know, flipping everybody off.
But it was because of the times. The times back then where it was that grunge style. You know, it was that rock style. I mean, it was the late 90s where all these grunge bands were like the biggest things, you know, like the Nirvanas and all that stuff, where it was that aggression was kind of there. You know what I mean? So it was already there. Now is a lot more sensitive.
It's a little more, a lot of areas are very sensitive to touch. Yeah. And because of just the way the world is working at the moment, the way the world is going, and the area that we are living in a very sensitive times.
We are.
So that comes with programming has to be a certain way, because, you know, unless you want to, you know, put it in a different rating, because the WWE has brought down their rating to, was it PG-13?
PG, I think,
or PG something like that. So you really can't get away with much. So they're gonna piss off the sponsors. Yeah, too. So if you compare yourself to Stone Cold, you can't. There's really not much comparison. Only there's maybe a slight attitude that she got. A slight
attitude, I would say. I would hint at that as well. There might just be a slight attitude, but to me, I don't see. I mean, like I said, like the slight attitude is the only thing. The apology, I'm with you. I think that was the only way of doing that, because they already set that up. I wish they would have done something different with the story. Yeah. But that's what we got, and I guess I'm okay with her apologizing. And if anything, just because of how it ended, so let's go how it ended. And I'm gonna say I tweeted a couple of things about this. So then Vince McMahon interrupts. You know, hey, okay, you're back in the main event, Becky Lynch. You know, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon had an agreement with Becky. You're back. Thank you for apologizing. The end. Mm-hmm. Well, Vince McMahon comes out. He didn't like that. He doesn't like her bad attitude. He says that he is the man, not Becky Lynch. So he suspends Becky Lynch for 60 days, which means that she will miss WrestleMania. Yeah. And Vince replaces her with Charlotte Flair. So that's where that kind of storyline kind of heads now.
Yeah, because we have talked about how your Mike has his own mind.
Yeah.
We've talked about how we had a big feeling. We kind of knew that it was going to become a triple threat match, but we didn't know how it was going to happen.
Yeah.
Now, literally, how it's happening, they're literally just putting her in there and saying, I don't care what you guys think. Flair's better than her. Let's put her in.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to bring Becky Lynch back in. Maybe through Triple H, or maybe... I
mean, they're going to do it.
They're going to do it somehow. There's going to be a way. There's going to be somehow... I have a feeling maybe Triple H is going to take her side or something. I don't know. Something. It can be something possible like that.
Okay.
But we knew this was coming. We just didn't know when or how. And now we know.
So this is what I tweeted. Because somebody asked... somebody said that they didn't like the apology. You know, the apology of that Becky apologized. And I agree. And I completely agree. I didn't like the fact that she apologized neither, but I don't know what other way they could have done it. But I completely agree that I didn't like the fact that she apologized. But I think one of the things that I brought up was the fact that even though she did apologize, having her say, hey, you know what? I try to play nice with you guys and you guys still take it away from me. That can lead to the Becky Lynch character being way more aggressive than she is now. Being that Stone Cold character that everybody's trying to have. Yeah, it can
lead, and she can get something against Vince in a way. But like we said, like it maybe 10% because it's not a lot. Like she can go crazy and be like, oh, you know, start doing crap in the back and looking for, you know, kind of like AJ Styles hit
Vince.
You know what I mean? Something like that. But I don't know. We'll see what this can be. Maybe she can get a little ruthless. Maybe she's like, okay, I'm tired of you guys treating me the way you guys do. F you guys, blah, blah, blah. but we're not gonna know till after. You know what? Maybe something's gonna happen in the Elimination Chamber.
I think it's too soon. I think for Fastlane.
Fastlane.
Yeah, Fastlane. Well,
she is suspended.
Right, she is suspended. Right, so whatever. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This storyline didn't really need all this. I feel like it's just been cloudy.
Yeah, maybe they're just filling in. I really don't know, but we'll see. I really don't think they needed Charlotte Flair in the match, but she's Charlotte Flair. They
don't, but I think again, I saw a tweet from somebody on our account TBAW.
Oh, and why they're pinning that Becky's gonna win, but she's gonna pin Charlotte, so they don't. So what's her name doesn't get a real loss.
Yeah, and besides that, now you actually get a real heel, because I was reading today, I was like, okay, well,
because it was face and face.
Now you get a real heel in Charlotte that takes the heat off of Ronda, because Ronda was feeling the heat, bro.
Oh, and she didn't like it.
She did not like being the heel. You can tell 100% she didn't like it.
Did you hear about that after the show ended on live that Ronda and Becky kind of like were not teamed up, but I think the Riot Squad came.
Oh, yeah,
and they both took out. They both took out, and they kind of like teamed up to take out.
Yeah, they had
girls.
A little team up there.
But technically, they're both faces.
Well, right. That's what people are bringing up, saying, well, adding Charlotte adds the definitive heel. She is the main villain of this story. So that way, it takes the heat off of Ronda, which she was feeling a lot of heat, like big time. And it also, you also add Charlotte Flair into the match, which is what they've been wanting. Apparently, I remember we were saying that wasn't the original plan. Apparently, the original plan was it was going to be Ronda Rousey versus Natalya.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, to turn Natalya heel and have her face Ronda. But when Natalya's father passed away, they scrapped that idea and they added Charlotte into the idea. And then now with the whole Becky Lynch, coming and the blow up of Becky Lynch, now they have no choice but to add Becky Lynch. So the original plan was not Charlotte versus Ronda, according to some people.
Yeah.
It was Natalya versus Ronda, and then it led to Charlotte versus Ronda, and then now we're at the point where it was now Becky.
So Becky's hype got her where she's at.
Yes, absolutely. And it's funny. Some people are on Twitter saying, "Well, Becky needed Ronda to main event," and I agree with that.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that, and I'm a Becky fan. I love Becky.
I don't think they would have main evented with Natalya.
They wouldn't have. But I don't even think Becky would have main evented without Ronda. But one thing that is for damn sure is that because of Becky, people cared about this storyline.
Yeah.
And I think that, yes, I agree. Without Ronda, Becky does not main event WrestleMania. 100%.
Of course.
And I completely agree with that. But without Becky, Ronda does not have an actual storyline that people are invested in.
Yeah, because I don't think anybody would have been that invested into Natalya and Ronda.
Yeah, I don't think so neither, nor Charlotte and Ronda.
Because we already saw it.
Yeah.
We already saw Charlotte and Ronda.
Even before that though. Remember the plan?
The plan.
They would have saved that match if it was the whole Becky Lynch thing didn't happen.
Yeah.
They would have saved it for WrestleMania. But even then, I don't think it would have garnered as much hype as it has right now because of the whole Becky Lynch explosion. She's the hottest thing in wrestling right now.
She really is.
So it wouldn't have, you know what I mean? So in a way, for the women to main event WrestleMania, I feel like they both needed each other. You know what I mean? Like Ronda needed Becky for that interesting storyline. But Becky needed Ronda to go up against that name that WWE will feel confident putting on the billboard as a headliner.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? And now with adding Charlotte, now they have literally a marquee name. Now, I'm not a fan of the fact that they added Charlotte. I don't think it was needed, to be honest with you.
No.
And it goes to show one more time that yes, they do shoehorn Charlotte everywhere.
Yeah, there's always favoritism, only because who she is, in the name that she has.
Because the Flair last name.
The Flair last name. It's kind of, believe it or not, that's why do you think they still keep Nia around? People don't like her.
Yeah.
But because who her name comes from and where she's from, or, The Rock, technically, she's very relevant right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think she should. She should be. I really don't.
Yeah.
You know, but anyways, this whole situation, I think it's going to be a great match either way. But I know that I did read about that whole, they just don't want Ronda to get pinned. She can lose, but she won't lose.
And you want to be honest with you, that's a mistake. I think that's a mistake. I think people want Ronda to get pinned.
Of course, they want her to see her lose. Kind of like Asuka. Everybody needed her to lose. Like she needs to get pinned and lose an actual loss.
Oh, that streak, that
streak. Because technically she has a streak. She hasn't lost in pay-per-views or anything. I am. Oh shit!
Stop pushing your camera.
My bad. I was like, I wonder what that was.
Yeah, you're pushing your camera. Yeah, I agree. I think about the Asuka was a little different. I think I grew tired of this streak just because I get tired of streaks. And I remember I was texting my brother. My brother texted me something about it was maybe like a month or two ago, and he was saying that he was getting tired of Ronda. And I think that's where it starts happening where you're just tired of we know Elimination Chamber. We're gonna have our review in just a little bit, and guess what? We're gonna probably vote on Ruby versus Ronda. Ronda's winning,
of course.
Spoiler alert. You know what I mean? Like it's because of the streak. You know what I mean? And I think it gets tiring after a point. And I know my brother and I were messaging back and forth, and I think he grew tired of Ronda because of the streak, and not really because of Ronda. I think Ronda's a big name, and you know it's cool that she's there, but it's just a streak. I think
it doesn't make it real, and like it doesn't feel that real. Like you have to have at least a loss. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Well, I feel like it makes it too real.
Like that she's indestructible.
Well, yeah, because I understand that. I mean, she's a UFC fighter.
Like we know she can take anybody out, but this is
entertainment.
Yeah.
And I think we talked about it a week or two ago, where this is. I mean, newsflash: wrestling is fake. Well, fake. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean when I say fake. Well, I guess a better word is predetermined. That's probably a better word of to say WWE.
Yeah.
It's not fake. It's predetermined. But yes, it's predetermined. You know what I mean? Like it's we know what's gonna happen. People know what's gonna happen.
But we just like it.
Yeah. I don't need to know that Ronda can take these people out in real life. I know she can. I need make believe. That's what I want. That's why I'm watching this, or else I will be watching UFC.
That's why it's entertainment.
Well, I mean, UFC is entertainment as well, but I'm just saying, like, it's a different form of entertainment.
Yeah, it's a different form.
You know, where things that are
it's kind of like
not real.
It's kind of like
real.
A play in a way. It's kind of like we say, it's a man novela.
Yeah,
it's a soap opera. Man soap opera. But yeah, this whole situation, I don't know. I really hope that it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be a good match. So we'll see how they get Becky back in.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they're gonna get her back in, but they're for sure. Look, one of the things that I did mention is this really is in the ball of the writers. They better not drop the ball, because they can either go with Becky's just gonna whine,
mm-hmm.
and they'll eventually get her in, or B, they can actually go the better route, which is make her into a badass that just completely wreaks havoc. And a great way of starting that is in Ric Flair's birthday celebration in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe come through. Yeah, because Charlotte's going to be there. And that'd actually be good, bro.
Yeah.
Actually, that would be awesome. We'll see how that happens.
That's the way that they should approach it. Almost like the Daniel Bryan thing. So you see, I think that's a better comparison than Stone Cold. Like CM Punk Daniel Bryan character, I think it's a better comparison to the Becky Lynch character instead of the Stone Cold, because Daniel Bryan, remember when he held Raw hostage, where he had all the yes movement.
Oh yeah. When that happened,
when all that stuff happened, so he got himself into the main event. But things had to happen. He had to disrupt the system a little bit, and I think that's probably what they're gonna do with Becky, which I think is probably the best thing to do with Becky. Don't make her whine. Make her disrupt the system. Make her cause havoc that they have no choice but to add her.
Yeah, kind of like how she took the initiative in the beginning. You know how that attitude that she had? She was kind of like all rough about it. And then she kind of softened up. Like, you know how it was like the tweening area until right now. I know she's a full face. But I don't know, man. We'll see. That whole... Because even SmackDown, how did it start? It started with Charlotte Flair.
I
don't know. I think she's a little annoying.
Charlotte?
Yeah.
But you know what?
That's her character.
Her as a heel is the best. Is the best Charlotte we're going to get. She's not a good babyface. She's a fantastic heel.
Yeah, she's a
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And she plays it correctly. But guess what? Like, Flairs are meant to be heels. They're not meant to be baby faces.
No.
So I agree with that. I think she's a fantastic foe. I think it's awesome, but I would have preferred a one-on-one match. I get it. I think Ronda is not used to this attention. Well, no, not used to this attention. Let me get that.
It's just the booze. The it's not even hate. It's just people are picking somebody else over her. And usually people pick her over anybody. Yeah. So she's not used to being second. That's what it is.
It's almost like, she's not used to being second. That's actually a very better way of putting it. Because what happened when she became second in the UFC? She ran away and she hit. Yeah. You know what I mean? She's not
used to being second. So that, like, and she's a first timer in, her first year and everything. So it's.
And the truth is, Ronda Rousey left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth in the UFC. Yeah. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people now today that they were like, we loved Ronda, but her last few matches in the UFC, we absolutely hated Ronda. And it was because she grew arrogant.
That's why she lost.
Well, she lost because she got super cocky and everything got into her head. Yeah. Her coach is telling her she has a good stand-up game, which got exposed easily.
Yeah, her stand-up was horrible.
But you know what I mean? Like, so there's people already that are not Ronda fans because of how she was portraying herself in the UFC.
Like, she was indestructible, but there she wasn't indestructible.
Well, I think besides that, it's the fact that she was acting like a total bitch. Yeah. And then when she lost, she went to hide instead of, owning up to it and saying, you know what, I lost, I got my ass whooped, but guess what, I'm back. Let's go at it again. Part 2. Kind
of like Holmes. She's lost a few times. She keeps coming back. Yeah. And she keeps, she has won and stuff like that, but. Anyways, this is not the UFC.
But
yeah, no, I get what you're saying though.
Well, so I guess that's what we're saying. Where she's not used to being second fiddle, playing second fiddle. Whereas at this point right now, with the whole Becky resurgence, or whatever, she is the second female superstar.
You know what I think maybe actually did happen in a way? How she feels. I feel like she felt like it was a redemption that she was back on top and everybody liked her again. And then
could be
she gets hit. That's why she messed up. That's why she messed up on the mic that one day and everything, that people turned on her because she was not used to. Yeah, like I said, she's not used to being second. And I feel like maybe to her, maybe in real life, she thought, "Oh, this is my second chance. People like me again."
Yeah, exactly. A redemption, because she left the bad mouth.
Yeah, there you go. Redemption.
She left the bad taste in people's mouth in the UFC.
And now she was like, "Oh crap, it's happening again." But it's a part of the show. It's part of everything. People are not always gonna like you.
Yeah, exactly.
People are not always gonna like you. They're gonna hate you and love you, and it's just the way it is. That's the whole. That's the game of the WWE.
That's the way on YouTube too, man.
Yeah.
People are gonna hate our podcast. Guess what? Who cares? Go find another podcast.
For real.
There's billions of them. But yeah, dude. So I understand why they added Charlotte. I don't like the fact that they added Charlotte, but yeah, it was easily to make sure that there's a clear heel that people can actually boo. Yeah. So then Ronda doesn't get that whole boo and get that whole, that whole panic.
She's kind of like the heel. Technically. Yeah. Because Ronda was kind of looking. Not like the heel, but like the person that they don't like, which is usually a heel.
Yeah. Ronda was going to get her ass booed out of the building.
Oh, yeah. Like now they can boo.
Now they can
Charlotte,
boo more Charlotte.
Charlotte is doing a good job of people hating her.
Yeah, exactly.
She's annoying. Like me, I'm telling you, dude, she sounds annoying or whatever, but I know that this is her heel, Charlotte. And it's good, and it's making people just boo the crap out of her. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get what they're saying. It's kind of like taking the pressure off of...
it's exactly what it is.
Ronda and putting it on Charlotte.
That's exactly what it is.
That's kind of like what they're doing. And I feel like that's what Charlotte's going to do in the next month or two, is just annoy people and make her hate her. So it's not on
now.
On
I do hope that the outcome is still the same, where Becky's still on top of WrestleMania, and I do hope that at the end of the day we do get Ronda getting pinned, even if they go with the triple threat. Yeah, that will probably be best case scenario.
I don't know. We'll see how that goes, but I know that they're probably going to try to protect her in that type of way.
I think so too. Anyway, we start off with SmackDown. Anyway, what you think about Raw real quick?
Raw was cool, man. It was all right. It was all right. I know, like always, SmackDown's always better.
I think besides the Becky segments, And that last, I mean, it just, to me, I was like, oh, wow, the way it happened.
Yeah, you did text me, and while I was watching it, I told her that I was like, oh, something's gonna happen. I was like, she's like, don't tell me.
I tried to stay away from spoilers when I texted you. I stayed away because I was like, nah, man, him and his girl are gonna hate me if I spoil this. So no, I'm gonna stay away from spoilers, but I'm gonna let them know, hey, you might want to watch the end.
Yeah, but I didn't. I was actually unexpected. But I think other than that, it was cool. It wasn't great, of course. It was a lot of talking segments.
Yeah,
there wasn't a lot of wrestling.
The revival match was great. I'm happy about that too. So,
I think there was only like 3 matches.
So I don't know. I didn't like Raw, but the Becky and the revival parts were my favorite, and I think I'm good with that.
Okay, cool.
So
yeah, it
was okay. So then we get SmackDown. We get Charlotte Flair cutting a fantastic promo, if you ask me.
Yeah, it was good.
Great promo by Charlotte Flair. And yeah,
just literally blabbing,
a heel promo,
saying that you guys think that this is that, you know, technically privilege. She's like, well, it is.
Yeah, exactly.
She's that's like, perfect, and
yeah.
she's playing it perfect. She don't care, yep. You know. So it's. I think she's doing a great job.
Yeah, she's playing it perfect.
So we'll see what's more in store for her and what she's gonna come out and say and stuff. So because the thing is that we don't know if we're gonna get Becky. Because Becky didn't even come out or anything. She chanted out Becky and all this stuff, and nobody came out. So we'll see if. I think she's just gonna warm up the crowd to her heel. So
yeah, well, Becky's gonna come back for sure. Becky's gonna be added in that match. There's no question. But yeah, it's just when, I don't know.
Yeah. So what else was after that?
So then we get an Elimination Chamber stipulation match. So again, the loser or the one that gets pinned gets to start the match with the Bayley.
So there was no matches other than that one, huh?
Yeah, there was the gauntlet match.
Oh, this is a stipulation when I was thinking of the gauntlet. My bad, I'm tripping.
Yeah, so Carmella and Naomi defeated Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. So that means Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose get to start the Elimination Chamber with Sasha and Bayley. The Iconics were at the outside. They didn't even decide to come in.
I know, they didn't even
Very
wrestle.
Smart move, if you ask me.
Yeah, they didn't even wrestle. Iconic.
Iconic. And they go like this, right? The little pose.
Oh, Lord.
Then we get The Miz and Shane McMahon that hosts the McMiz show. The McMiz TV. That is what it was.
Every time The Miz comes out, my girl's all like, oh.
She doesn't like him?
She's not into The Miz type, like kind of like Randy Orton. He looks all like, oh, how can I put it? What's that word?
Arrogance?
Kind of, yeah. She's not really into those type of characters. Yeah, who's another one? I don't remember. But yeah, every time she comes out, she's like, oh.
Like, great. But anyways, they do a little trash talk back and forth between the Usos, and I thought it was a pretty cool segment.
I thought it was a very cool segment. The Usos is one of the best tag teams in the WWE, period. Agreed. So I like the way they talked, and it's cool. Every time they talk truth. They let know what's up, you know, and they ended up I was telling my girl that it was both of them hit exactly at the same time. Oh, they hit him on the chin, the super kick.
Yeah.
I thought it was super cool because they did the whole little replay and everything, and I thought it was cool. They knocked them out and they left. You know, it should be a decent match. I want to say it should be a decent match.
I think so too.
I think if McMahon and Miz let themselves, because the Usos are high flyers, quick moving and everything. So if they keep up and everything, I think it should be a good match. I don't know about them winning though, so we'll see on that. I think we'll see too.
Then the gauntlet match. So Mustafa Ali unfortunately is not able to compete in the Elimination Chamber. He is apparently not cleared. He's
Randy Orton be killing these dudes, bro.
Well, we'll get there. Because of the injury, right? Apparently,
no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I think he got injured off of that because he put him through a thing, and you saw his eye and all this stuff. And I'm just like. Randy Orton is known to put people away.
He could be reckless, but it's Randy Orton, and you're gonna kind of let him do what he gotta do.
Yeah, you have to.
But anyway, so we get a replacement. So it's gonna be Kofi Kingston from the New Day is replacing Mustafa Ali in the Elimination Chamber. So then we have a gauntlet match. So the winner of the gauntlet match is gonna come out last in the Elimination Chamber. So the first match is between Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston. Great match. Goes on for like 30 minutes, bro.
Bro, we were sitting there and we're watching and we're like, why is this match going so long? It's a gauntlet match.
Yeah.
Usually they just, maybe 10 minutes, boom, boom, done.
Yeah.
Keep going. But the longer it kept going, it's just like I realized how good of a wrestler Kofi Kingston is.
He is.
It's just I'm glad and I'm happy that they gave him this spot. It was the spotlight technically.
Yeah.
Because he beat
SmackDown was all about him.
Yeah, SmackDown was all him.
Yeah.
The announcers just praised him the whole time he was there.
Yeah.
And he kept up with Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan's such a technician when it comes to, and he was just, it was almost like a stalemate at the, most of the match, and he ends up beating him, man. It was a very, very impressive performance by
I absolutely
Kofi Kingston.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought
he's a veteran, so I don't know, man. He beats Daniel Bryan, and then what else? What'd you think of it?
I thought it was a great match. He needed to beat Daniel Bryan, and I think that's why he went.
I didn't think he was gonna beat him though.
I didn't think so neither, but he needed to because he got in there last minute, so they need to make him look credible and make him look like he can actually go and be competitive in this an Elimination Chamber match. Yeah. So they definitely achieved that, I think, because he went in, he beat Daniel Bryan, he pinned the WWE champion, and then he pins, and he's already, had a rigorous match with Daniel Bryan. This is a 30-minute match. Great match. And then he pins Jeff Hardy, who was the next guy in line.
Like 5 minutes.
He pins him. It's cool. Samoa Joe comes out. I was like, oh, Joe's gonna take him.
I thought Joe was gonna destroy him.
I thought Joe was gonna destroy him. Nope. He pins Samoa Joe as well. And then that's when Joe kind of destroys him at the end, kind of all pissed off.
Sleep, yeah.
And then AJ comes out, and then AJ is the one that finally gets the victory of Kofi Kingston. But before Kofi Kingston, he goes 1 hour. He wrestled for 1 hour.
He wrestled for 1 hour. They saw. I think he wrestled. The hour was with AJ Styles, or was it with Samoa Joe?
When the hour finished.
Yeah.
Oh, when they kind of reached, it was getting close to that hour. It was with AJ. It was when he lost against AJ.
He
wrestled
funny.
for like 55 minutes or something.
Yeah, it was funny, bro, because I was watching the clock and I was like, dude, Randy Orton still has to come out.
Yeah, me too. It was like, dude, it was like 1 minute left before they had to go off air, and that was such a cool Randy Orton moment, though.
Yeah, of course.
It was very Randy Orton move to do. It was very Randy Orton. But you know what I would have done? I would have taken it farther and made Kofi beat AJ.
That's true.
And then Randy Orton, the ultimate opportunist, comes in, RKO's him, takes the win, and then just all of Kofi Kingston's hard work down the drain.
Yeah,
I think that would have been a perfect ending.
I thought Kofi Kingston was just gonna go all the way, and the last 1 or 2 was just gonna be lucky. But
yeah,
they took him out or whatever. But you know what, man? I think that's one of the best performances I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I agree.
It was good. Like I said, it showcased his ability in his of wrestling. He's a he's a great wrestler, bro.
The dude is a veteran. He can go
yeah. And that's something I was telling my girls, like they picked the two. I know they had to do it, but believe it or not, Kofi Kingston and Daniel Bryan are probably the ones that have the best cardio out of all of them. Like that's why they went on so long, and they were still going like 30 and 40.
AJ too. I would say AJ.
AJ does have a pretty good high cardio, but I don't know, man. That dude, he was still going at 50 minutes. He was still going even though he was all like, but when it had time to time, it was he was going at it like full speed. So RKO at the end, that smirk on the face, and he's number 6.
Yeah. So Randy Orton AJ Styles pins Kofi Kingston. And then we're just waiting for Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes from behind, RKO's him, quick pin. Literally, match takes like 3 seconds.
3 seconds, probably at the most.
And that's about it. Great. I thought it was a great ending.
But I thought it was cool.
I would have taken it further. I would have had Kofi beat AJ, maybe with a roll up or something weird, and then Randy Orton just throws his hard work down the trash. I would have done that. I think that would have made Randy Orton more like a dick. You know what I mean? Oh my god, what a douche. You know what I mean?
It was a cool ending. It was a Randy Orton ending.
It was a very Randy Orton ending.
It was a very Randy Orton ending. Imagine he literally just got paid for 3 seconds of a segment.
But I really enjoyed it. It was a very, like you said, it was very Randy Orton ending, and I really enjoyed that ending. I enjoyed the Kofi matches. He freaking killed it, bro. He killed it. He's a future Hall of Famer as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah.
And they need to give him a run with the belt, dude. Before he retires.
So I did see this thing about it's time for him to get the belt and stuff like that. I don't know if he's gonna get. I don't think it would be.
I don't know neither. Now, okay, so I remember back in the 2000s, from 2000 to 2010, I was in the boat where there's a couple of guys that needed the belt that I felt like they deserved the belt because of the hard work they put into the company. A guy was Mark Henry. That was one of the guys. Another guy was Christian. Guys that you don't really see them getting the belt, but you knew that, hey, you know what? They've been working their ass off for this company. They deserve that belt. At least go a month or whatever it is with the belt, but at least be able to be WWE champion. Yeah. Now in these 2010s, Kofi Kingston is the guy that I want him to be the WWE champion before he retires.
I think he should, and I think he probably will. I think he showcased some good work this past week, and maybe that's the match that would probably take him into consideration, because maybe it's time to give him some, give him a belt, give him at least the WWE belt, man.
Give him the WWE Universal, whatever you want to do, just give him a belt. Give him one of those heavyweight belts, the man belts. What did you think about SmackDown?
I liked it way better than Raw, of course, just because that gauntlet match was amazing. I think it literally took out a full hour. Yeah. And I think Kofi Kingston's performance alone just beat Raw, so it was good.
I'm glad that they focused SmackDown on Kofi Kingston. His performance was amazing. I think everybody in the internet and everybody and their mamas is and their grandmas are all praising Kofi Kingston for a job well done, because he freaking killed it. I loved it. It was awesome. He proved himself that he belongs there.
Oh, of course,
he belongs there. He
literally belongs. He belongs in the main event area.
No question.
And he's been working his ass off. So good, good job to him.
Yeah, I agree with you though. I love SmackDown. Let's go ahead and do our predictions real quick before we go off. The Miz and Shane McMahon versus the Usos at the Elimination Chamber for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Who do you got?
I just did the I don't know, man. I don't know what they're going with this whole McMahon Miz thing. I think there's still much. They still got a little bit to go, so I'm gonna go with Mike and I'm gonna go with the Miz and Shane.
Oh my God, water.
I don't think they're done. So I think they're still going to keep them.
I'm with you on that one. I think the Miz and Shane McMahon are going to win it as well. I don't think they're done with this whole storyline about being the greatest tag team in the world.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Buddy Murphy versus Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight Championship.
I think Buddy Murphy, because I heard Akira Tozawa. Wait, no, Akira Tozawa's the other one. Because I know one of the 205 guys did ask for his release.
Oh, it's Hideo Itami.
Oh, Hideo Itami.
Yeah. Okay. Buddy Murphy's taking it.
Buddy Murphy's running 205 right now.
Ronda Rousey versus Ruby Riott. Ronda. Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush versus Finn Balor for the Intercontinental Championship.
Finn Balor's taking it, bro.
You really think so?
I think so. I think it's time for them to give him a belt. At least give him something.
I agree that they need to give him a belt, but I thought they were going to wait for Mania.
I don't know. We'll see. And it's a handicap, right?
It is a handicap match. Yeah. Okay, so you got Balor?
I'm going to go with Balor.
I'm going to go with Lashley and Leo Rush. Braun Strowman versus Baron Corbin. Braun is taking it. So then we're going to get... so Nia Jax and Tamina versus the Riot Squad versus Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville versus the Iconics versus Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Naomi and Carmella to be the first ever WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
The only people that are going to end up winning that belt is going to be Bayley and Sasha. And if for any other reason they don't pick them, it's probably going to go to Nia.
I agree with you that Bayley and Sasha are taking it. If I were to pick my number twos, I would say Riot Squad.
Yeah, the Riot Squad, but I don't think so.
I don't think so neither. I think you're right that it will go to Nia and Tamina before it will go to Riot Squad. But I think
just because of the name.
Yeah, but I would put the Riot Squad above them personally. But yes, of course. Bayley and Sasha, it's theirs to lose at this point.
Yeah, they have to win. They've been the backbone. They really have been one of the backbones of the at least Raw women's tag team division, and they're part of the Four Horsemen or whatever. The women. So I think that it's deserving. I think it's deserving for both of them because they've been working their asses off and they're not really getting anywhere into the title position. So I think these tag team titles should be good for them.
I agree. And then now for the Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton versus Samoa Joe versus Kofi Kingston. Who do you got?
Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I think Daniel Bryan's going to retain, especially now that he just pulled out that new eco-friendly WWE Championship. He's going to keep the belt for a bit.
He's going to keep the belt for a while. So he's on a rise still. He's still going up the hill. So he's not going anywhere right now.
Yeah, but anything else you want to add before we go off?
No, man.
Over an hour.
We'll see how the Elimination Chamber is. I'm actually pretty excited for the tag team. I hope that the girls do some. I'm sure it's going to be good.
Yeah, I think so too.
I don't think it's going to be the main event though.
Ooh, I don't think so neither.
I think it's going to be the guys one.
I think the guys one. I think the guys one. I think I'm more invested into the guys.
The Universal title is not even relevant anymore until only big dates.
Well, no, it's not even. Yeah, Universal title's not even in this picture.
Of course,
they're holding it until WrestleMania. Yeah, no, I'm with you that I think I'm more invested in the men's WWE Championship match than I am for the women's tag team championships. But I think that's because of how the writing has been going with the women's tag team division. I don't think they've been doing a great job, to be honest with you. Especially how they announced the belt. I thought it was very lackluster,
I think this is because they're so focused on Becky and Charlotte, and this whole situation
Becky,
with
Charlotte,
Ronda
and all that
stuff, that they haven't paid more attention. Even though I think they should be paying some good attention, at least equally to the tag team champions.
Well, knowing that the Elimination Chamber match is the first pay-per-view, yeah, they should have paid more attention to their storylines, on the women's tag team division. Especially since WrestleMania is still 50 plus days or whatever out. They should have been paying more attention, hype up this match, because I'm going to be honest with you, the writing hasn't really hyped me up for the women's tag team division.
I hope that they hype it up for WrestleMania because I know that's going to be the first defense is going to be in WrestleMania.
I agree.
So
let's make it good.
We'll see. And we already called this that I think that the challenges are going to be the old timers.
That's it. We mentioned that. We think
what's his name? Trish and Lita
might challenge Bayley and Sasha.
I mean, that'd be a good thing.
It's a good WrestleMania match.
It'd be a good WrestleMania match. So
yeah. Anyways, that's it, man.
That's all I gotta say.
All right. Well, that is it for us.
Hey, baby.
Oh, I already played the outro music. Did I even play it? No, I didn't. Let me play it one more time. Hold up. Anyways, you guys can catch us at. No, not yet. I haven't played it yet. Anyways, you guys can catch us at TBAW Podcast. That is at TBAW Podcast. We are on Twitter and Instagram. I almost messed up for a little bit. Anyways, you can also catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. Just check for the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. We are live every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on YouTube. And you can listen to the podcast on Thursday mornings every day at your local
whatever you want. Just
store.
go on YouTube. You want to see our beautiful faces, you can just go on there and type in.
Yeah, that's it for us.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure.
All right. Anyways, guys, we'll catch you guys next week. Peace.
John.